Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to have a look and ask the question, was Evolutions actually the best set ever? You see, we've had a lot of sets in the Pokemon TCG, we've had a lot of expansions, and recently I've started having a look back at some of these and gone, alright then, are these actually the best set ever? And I will try and remember to link them in the description. But we talked about Celebrations maybe being the best set ever. It could be, it's great. We talked about Evolving Skies potentially being the best set ever. It could be, it's great. What about Evolutions? Evolutions is a set, it was a bit weird. When it first came out, people were a little bit like, oh, it's fine. And it was just available, and it kept being given out as prizes at tournaments, and it was one of those sets where people were kind of annoyed it was given out as prize for tournaments. And then everyone kind of realised it was awesome, and then it sold out, and now it's gotten a bit ridiculous. It was the end of the X and Y era. It was a set that, just took us out of the X and Y era, and it was an extremely cool set. But it is not a set that's going to be for everybody. Because, now, it's not a reprint of the base set, okay? It's not a base set reprint. But it ain't half pretty gosh darn close, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't half pretty gosh darn close. So if, like me, you were around when the base set came out, and you've got really fond memories of the base set, this is going to be a set where you're just like, oh no, I'm in, that's amazing. If you don't have that nostalgia for the base set, and let's be clear, there are an awful lot of people that collected the base set and either left and came back or left and never came back or whatever, but the base set is the most popular set out there. A lot of people have nostalgia for it. But if you're not one of the people that has nostalgia for it, you're probably going to look at this and be like, it's fine. But oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have a lot of nostalgia for the base set, this is amazing. Now, it's not one-to-one, like Blastoise was my card from the base set. Of all the cards in the base set, Blastoise was the one where I was just like, yeah. And I know Charizard's the big one, we'll get to that obviously. But for me, from the base set, it was Blastoise. And there is a Blastoise in Evolutions, but it was Blastoise EX and Mega Blastoise EX. And then that was lovely, incidentally. They weren't hugely playable or anything like that. But we didn't get a straight reprint of Blastoise. But we did get a lot of others. Like, my favourite Gen 1 Pokemon is Porygon. There was a Porygon in the base set. The Porygon in base set is the same as this. Now, look, I suppose if we're being 100% truthful, it's got 60 HP, not 30. And it's got conversion 3 rather than conversion 1 and 2. And it doesn't resist Psychic anymore. Yeah. But it's basically the same card. It's clearly like same artwork, same kind of card. And you know what? Yeah, it's kind of lovely. And there's a lot of that in there. Hitmonchan is back. Hitmonchan's one of the iconic cards from the base set. And it's basically the same. Now, in the base set, Hitmonchan was broken. It is not broken anymore. Even, upping the amount of damage you do, it's not even close. But it's still very much, that iconic card. The Machamp that was in the theme deck that we all remember is back, which is wonderful. And then, the Mewtwo is there. The Zapdos is one I always really remember. And then, of course, let's not forget the Charizard. Yeah, there's a Charizard in here. And obviously, like, the Charizard is the card that most people are looking for. And it's weird, there was actually a Charizard EX and a Mega Charizard EX in this set. But nobody really cares. Like, they're fine, don't get me wrong. But just to be 100% clear, the actual regular Charizard, that is what people really wanted from this set. That is a card that made people go, oh my, that's amazing. That's wonderful. We love this. This is awesome. That is what got people hyped. And incidentally, in terms of singles, this is the card. This is the most expensive card in terms of singles, even though it's basically just a regular holo, which I find kind of cool. As a side note, we did have, this was back when we had pre-releases. So there were pre-release kits for Evolutions with the Evolution stamp on, one of which was Charizard. Yeah, that's a little bit sought after, isn't it? I went to a staff party at one of the EUICs many years ago now, and they were giving out staff versions of the Evolutions promos, and they were cool, but at one point there was a raffle for a staff Evolutions Charizard. I didn't win it. I think the person who did was quite happy. It's worth quite a bit nowadays. So the nostalgia factor for Evolutions is strong. A lot of those old cards you remember are literally just back, same artwork, same everything. But it's a set that went so much further. So we were in the break era at the time. So we got Machamp Break. We got Nidoking Break. We got Starmie Break. We got Ninetales Break. We got these new break cards. For those that don't remember, they were cards that you would put over, like you put Ninetales Break on Ninetales, and then it would gain an attack or an ability, depending on the break, and it would get more HP, but the rest of it would just be the card you'd put it over. So that was really nice. And I've already mentioned Mega Blastoise and Mega Charizard, but we also got Venusaur and Mega Venusaur. We got Slowbro and Mega Slowbro. That was quite nice. We got a new Mewtwo EX, which was kind of amazing. At least it looked really cool. We got Pidgeot and Mega Pidgeot EX. We got Dragonite EX. We got a bunch of new EXs and Megas. So we ended up with this weird set that was like mostly, hey, we've just reprinted these old cards and slightly updated the text to make them potentially relevant. Oh, but actually while we're here, here's a bunch of breaks and EXs and Mega EXs. But then we got the secret rares. So we got fancy full art special versions of Venusaur, Charizard and Blastoise, the Mega EXs. And some of you at this point are going to go, well, hang on a second, Wassy. Surely the ultra rare full art Charizard Mega EX is more valuable than the regular Charizard Holo. No, it's not. I meant what I said a minute ago. Charizard is the number one in the set in terms of value. For what it's worth, the Charizard, the Mega EX, is actually number 2. So, you know, that's kind of cool. And then actually number 3 is just the regular Mega Charizard. And the number 4 and 5 are the Mega Blastoise and Venusaur. But to get back to the other ones, there was a full art Mewtwo EX. There was a full art Dragonite EX. There were special versions of Pidgeot and Mega Pidgeot EX. Yeah, for some reason, Pidgeot got special versions of the EX and the Mega, but the first partner Pokemon didn't. We had Brock's Grit and Misty's Termination coming through as full arts here to really celebrate the early days of the Pokemon franchise. And we got Here Comes Team Rocket, which incidentally is like a reprint of an old card, but not from base set. And then things got weird. We had Flying and Surfing Pikachu, their basically reprint of old promos, not that weird. But then we got Imakuni's Doduo, which was a very odd card. Imakuni, incidentally, actually did the artwork for base set Porygon. That is not a fact a lot of people know. The lovely Anton Boulay met Imakuni and got them to sign base set Porygon, and it makes me sad that story involves the lovely Anton Boulay and not me. But then we had Executor, which is a dual language card. It's an Uyama card, and it's literally like the whole card is in English and in Japanese. The name of the Pokemon, the name of the attack, the effect of the attack. It's all in dual language, which was weird and unexpected. So you've got this set which really hits hard on 3 fronts. You've got, on the one hand, full-on nostalgia for base set, and seriously, how much you love this set is largely going to do with how much you love the base set. Because seriously, even looking through these card scans now as I record the video fills me with genuine, actual joy, because I remember pulling these cards as a kid. There is nothing like it. I pulled a Charizard back in the base set days. I bought a pack from PSI Collectibles, a local hobby shop in my town, and I literally pulled a Charizard in like the Pokemon TCG heyday when base set was only been out a couple of weeks. Oh, I've never been that excited about a card since. Where is that card now? I don't know. My mum probably threw it out at some point because it's gone forever. So, you know, cheers for that. But then as well as all of that, you've got all the new stuff, the new breaks, the new EXs, etc. Then you've got all the fancy full art cards and special art and all of that. And then you've got the weird stuff at the end. And all of this mashes together into a phenomenal set. But I got to tell you, if you want to pick up this set, buy singles. Seriously, just buy singles. Like, that Mewtwo I showed you a minute ago, it's ridiculously cheap. Like, it's a $3 card. That Mewtwo is literally a $3 card. Misty's Determination, it's full art, it's got Misty's. Surely that's going to be a super popular card. Nah, mate, it's $10 card. Packs of evolutions are extremely expensive. You're going to pay out the nose for packs of evolutions, but basically anything you'd want to pull is going to be about the price of a pack or less. It's a weird set like that. Like the Charizard's a $50 card, and the special version of Mega Charizard's like a $40 card. But then when you get down to number 3, it's like a $20 Mega Charizard and a $15 special version of Mega Blastoise. And then everything else is cheaper. If we're looking at this as the best set ever in terms of the value of singles, no, it's not even up there. Not even close. The reason this set is cool is because they took the base set, updated a bunch of cards, added a bunch of cards like Breaks and EXs and Megas that at the time were contemporary, and then added a bunch of other cool stuff in there, and they made this awesome set. That is it. That is the argument for Evolutions. For me, it is genuinely one of the best sets we've ever had. I think it is absolutely stunning. And this is a series, if I keep doing it, right, I'm not going to do that many sets, all right? It is going to be the occasional one here or there. But I'll tell you what, while it's here, oh, this is a good set. Right, that's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Do you think Evolutions was the best set ever? What are your memories? Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. And, of course, get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Kanto Royalty. Okay, this is weird. They're one of my Patreon supporters. They've got Kanto in their name. They always end up randomly getting the shout-outs, and I promise you this isn't planned, on Gen 1 focused videos. This is a really Gen 1 focused video. I did not realise they would be the person getting a shout-out. This is weird at this point. Never mind. They're awesome, and I appreciate the support. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.